Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and good night, wherever you may be on this very hot planet. Oh my life, it is so warm here in the UK. Probably the last day of what some would call extreme heat. Still warm tomorrow in the 20s, but it's probably 30 odd out there again today. Little bit of a breeze though today, so change is coming. So what am I? I'm not talking about painting today, but I wanted to just say it's an excuse, isn't it? I haven't done a cartoon today. I've done a painting instead. Someone insisted that I should get back on the horse and do that sort of thing. So we will now go to what you've come here for, which is stamps. And it's time to get back to this envelope in order to separate the German stamps that I'm collecting and separate them really from modern Germany. So anything after 1991, I probably just at a pinch would go 1991. Anything beneath that, I'm very, very happy with. And this managed to fall out somewhere. We've got many of these. I'll prove it to you. Yeah, here we are. So that's a 1954 stamp. If you hear any dripping, I'm de-icing the fridge freezer. So I'll stick that in there. It's a minter, so that I used one behind. So that sort of counts. And then I had that on paper the other day, I think. But what we'll do is we'll put that to one side and we'll gather some stamps. Gather some stamps while we may. Yes, I'm going to use my fingers, which have also been in the garden because I've been repotting the tomato plants, and we'll see what is out there. So this is an interesting one. It's got some, the edging on it. Apparently, it makes it more. Is it more interesting or is it a nuisance? I'm not sure, but it's this sort of thing that I do keep. I wouldn't dream, for example, of taking that off the perforation. I mean, that would be sacrilege. Therefore, it must be worthy of keeping as it is. So it's more than that. I don't know. Anyway, that's that. Here we've got 1909, 50 years, so 59. No, I don't think that's 59, is it? It may be. It's a 50. So it is airmail. It could be a 59. I don't think so. Oh, I'm going to have to look now. Let's have a look. Let's have a look together. So 59. Could it be a 59? I'm not that convinced that it fits in there. Are you? I'll leave that out. I won't be putting it in there just yet. But anyway, we'll plough on. This is more your 250th anniversary, so this looks like a 90. I'm going to put that to the side. I think that's 1990 plus. They're very, very that can't be 1955. Surely it's got to be a 2005 or a 95, hasn't it? So it's celebrated. I would say 89. Is it 19? I'm going to have to put it there and check. It's very, very confusing. I should know these by now. Anyway, Germany, I've been through them. That's not 1917, so that'll be 1997. I'm sure that would be a 97. Nice stamp, though. 200 year Aspera. 1990 something. I can't say it doesn't zoom in. This is guaranteed for me. Now this is better because it's got 15 on it, and when it's got 15, then you know it's not on that cusp. See, here's another one, 200. If it's 200, Peter, then it's got to be put in that sort of thing. And even 60 can be quite difficult. 1980 or 1990. I think it's 1990. Keep it. because it's 1991 or more. 40, possibly. 80, there's a lot of these stamps are right on the cusp. And they're slightly... Yeah, that's 1990. I think that's 1990. I'll keep that one out. The child one I have got anyway, so I can put that aside. 60 Europa 1990. So I'm right on the cusp here of the changeover. The fall of the Berlin Wall. If it's got 100 on it, I don't want it. How about that for a rule? It's another 100. 93, you see, so there's 100. I don't want it if it's 100. This, however, is not 100 on it. This I have not seen before. Nikolai Gogol. Is that a 52? C485219. Could it be? Don't know. It's an interesting stamp, that. I don't want that. Another 100 here. This, though, is slightly 76. I don't know. I'm also hoping for some East Germany within this lot, but they're pretty rare coming out of this bag. That's nice. Lübeck. Here we've got the flower. We'll keep that one because I think I have got... Here's another flower one. I've got some of these flower ones. And I've also got this, the Tower One Europa. Am I going to keep it out and put... I've got enough of those. I've got many. There's 100. Here's another of those flowers. A 30. So that, yeah, those are keep outable. Is that a word? It may be a word. Here we have a 60. I'm not sure. I'll keep it up, but it's teasing me. Another of those. Is it the same as? Where is? What was on the other one? I don't know. Is that it? Yeah. Yeah. They probably belong together and should sit together. Talking of sitting together, this is another Prussian. That's quite nice. Berlin, 81. Presumably Berlin had their own postal system service within the city. That's why you're getting Berlin ones here rather than just Germany. Yeah, that's a secondary one of those. Nice nonetheless. One of these 1950s. I mean, we had many of those, aren't there? This is 58. That's quite nice. So Westfalen. The Reichstag, is that? Or the Brandenburg Gate, probably. Charlottenburg, so that's an area of Berlin, Charlottenburg. I know that because I watched Babylon Berlin, and apparently the police office was based in Charlottenburg. I don't know if it's right or wrong, or whether I'm just sort of getting it all messed up. Here's a 1972 Erich Buchholz. Must have been through some times. 1891 to 72, so he'd gone through 2 world wars. You know, he's what? Yeah, he was like in his 20s in the First World War, so probably served, and then, wow, been through some times. That's 100, so that has to go. This is quite nice. Just a 20 on it, and that's a nice tenner. Another 20 stamp. Berlin. probably music oriented. So we get some nice flowers. Very nice flowers there. And then we're back to people. Again, this is quite popular within... When I say popular, it's unpopular because everyone's got one. You don't want to really see another one. But so what I'm saying is it is quite common. It's a common. Willkommen. That was a joke. Deutsches Bank, Wehrmacht Conference Berlin, 1954, so that's quite nice. I like that. This is 92. Europe is coming to the fore there. You know, they get them back together and then they join you. You know, I don't get it. Yeah, so that's quite goes there. 100. We're just down to the last two. Here we have this gentleman again. So two of those. And the green one, let's get out of the way. And that, I think, will probably be the same year. And then finally that. We've got a couple more minutes, so just bear with me. I'll just sneak a few more out. Oh, arty farty stamps. Heckel, Edward Heckel. Erich, in fact, 1978 stamp. So that's nice. So we're looking at some arty stamps here. Post-war, I'm sure they went through some rough times as well, artists. Because they could be called decadent and stuff. What? That is art. You know, it's art. Oh, another flower. That's a 70. So quite a nice little collect here. Horsey. There's a sporty one here. Is it? Yeah, hockey. Jägentrainiert for Olympische, so the Olympic Games training. Europa 40, those are very welcome. Oh, a ship. MS Berlin 1955. Is it a 55 stamp though? It may well be. A little dormouse of some description maybe. 1968 anyway. Just for the Jugend. So some nice ones coming out at the end. I'm not sure what, but it's interesting, as is this. Keep that up there. Another of the Europas. Another flowers, but it's different to that. Yeah, a common. Yeah, I've said that joke. 1986 stamp. Mendelssohn. That is and also another one of the gentlemen. This I don't reckon. Yes, Deutsche Demokratie. So an East Germany stamp. Nice. Finally, it was an unfinally moment, maybe, not quite, but it was nonetheless very welcome. We finished then with an East German stamp. East Germany. This is Wilhelm Blut, maybe. Whoever he is. Don't know who he is, to my shame, but he will go in my album. Thanks everyone for watching today. It's very hot out there, so I'm going to go back in the sun. I'm going to be watering the garden, and I hope you're having a great day. Talk to you soon. Happy Sunday, everybody. Thanks to everyone who watches, everyone who has supported me, and everyone who gives me a thumbs up and leaves me a comment. Sometimes I understand what you're saying. Sometimes I've got to get Universal Translator on it. But I appreciate, when you message me in your own, when you put a comment in your own language. That is stamps, isn't it? It's universal. It is for us all. We're all on the same side. Thanks again. Talk soon. Bye for now.